So I'm really excited to be joined today by Lisa from Station Taxis in Malton, who has just joined the Take Me group. And we're so excited to have Lisa on board. Lisa is an absolute star. Hello, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa. So, Lisa, how does it feel, first of all? You've just completed today with Take Me. How does it feel?
Strange, not quite real at the moment, because we've put so many years into it and a lot of effort into making it a good business. So it's a bit weird until we sort of get into the swing of things, it won't feel real.
Yeah, and of course, the good news for us is you're staying on with us, aren't you?
I certainly am, yeah. Looking forward to some new challenges.
Yeah, well, this is the whole ethos behind Take Me. We try to keep the taxi people within the industry and keep the talent. And, well, we've had amazing talent with yourself, Lisa. Lisa and I, obviously, we know each other through the Ride group. We've been part of Ride for a few years. But so I know about you, Lisa, from Ride, but tell us a little bit about the history of Station Taxis in Malton.
Well, John set it up, my husband, we're just coming up to 30 years trading now. And he set it up with 5 partners who he bought out over the years. And then I started work for the company when I was 16, and John and myself got together a few years later. And basically, it's been a lot of effort and a lot of hard work to get from 6 cars with 6 partners to just me and John, and running 30 some cars we run now, and we've got PSVs as well. And it's been a labour of love for both of us along the way, but now John wants to step back a little bit and not have so much to do. And obviously I'm still quite keen to take up the baton as it is.
Absolutely. And we've got a few companies in your area in the pipeline in Yorkshire, which we'll be completing over the next couple of weeks. And you're very kindly staying on to be our wing commander station hub of that area. And I have to say, Yorkshire, where you are, it's a beautiful area. You're not a million miles away from Hunters Bay, Whitby there where you are.
Yeah,
it's absolutely breathtaking countryside. And I can see you've got yourself a nice cottage there.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to have wine and cheese with you, along with some of our colleagues in Take Me. So can I just ask you, why did you, obviously you were looking for a sale, why did you choose the Take Me group?
Well, we were looking at advertising it openly on the open market to begin with. And then obviously I'd seen a few of the ads, but I knew you through Ride, through the WhatsApp group we're in together.
Yeah.
And I kind of got the idea of what you were trying to do, and I had a bit of a look into the ethos of what you were trying to do and what you were trying to achieve, and it appealed to me. And I spoke about it with John, and we wanted to approach you first to see if there would be interest in it, because obviously you've got a lot of bigger companies, and in the scheme of things we're only small, but we're small, but we've got a lot of power.
Well, that's it. I mean, to be honest, when we look at companies, big isn't always beautiful. There's lots of very profitable small to medium-sized taxi companies, primarily funded because you're running your own fleet and more in control of the drivers, plus you get a lot more contract work. So one of your drivers is probably the equivalent to 10 driver owners. So,
this is it, yeah.
It's not always about driver numbers, it's about profitability, and you run a very tight, well-oiled ship there.
It was sort of John's idea a long time ago. I was a bit, weirdly enough, John was the one that wanted to go with technology, with Mercury originally, and then moving on to iCabby. And I thought, oh no, the lads will all think that we're trying to track them. They're going to go mad. They think that this, that, and the other. And actually, it's taken us from 10 cars to 30 some in a short period of time compared to the amount of years it took us to build it before then. So he was right, I was wrong. I don't admit that very often.
He's absolutely right. I mean, I've looked at the yield per driver, and it is amazing what your drivers are earning in a very prosperous market there. And you've also embraced technology. I think you've worked with John at Panther Taxis,
yeah,
WhatsApp thing up, which I've been really impressed with. So much more information is going out on those WhatsApp messages than on the traditional
definitely
SMS, and a lot more cost effective as well, I imagine.
Yeah, it is. You're not running 6 or 7 SIMs. You've got one spare to do the bits and bobs, and then WhatsApp is sending out the majority of them from one phone.
Yeah, and you're using iCabby. Have you always used iCabby?
We were with Mercury originally when they had the first XL set up, which was brilliant on the mapping, brilliant on the tech spec, unfortunately lacking in a lot of features. And then obviously they moved over onto iCabby, and we've been with them ever since.
Yeah, I think for its day though, Mercury, I think, was around for about 16, 17 years, wasn't it? So it was groundbreaking when it first
We
came.
started on Mercury 2, which was the better version. We were actually the first company to take Mercury 2, because we went to a meeting and they sold us it, and then they said we couldn't have it, we could have Mercury 1. And, oh no, that's not what we paid for. So we caused uproar and got Mercury 2.
Yeah, Richard at Mercury XL, fantastic bloke. What I always liked about Mercury was that I thought their customer service was excellent.
Well, I don't know if you know, our customer manager at the minute's Kia, and he's been with them a long, long time. He's one of the resident boffins. He came and set up all our system originally, and he came out again when we moved over onto iCabby and set all that up for us. And the disc, not the disc, the what's called their own system that they do with the phones. He came and set that up for us. And to be honest, I think he is absolutely brilliant. There's a few guys there that are really good. Robbo's good as well, but you get to know those because they've been there such a long time, and that's nice that you've got staff that have been there a long time.
Yeah, and they know the industry in and out.
Yeah.
Listen, now a little birdie tells me you're off to celebrate with a few glasses of wine and some. And you're wearing your sparkly dress. See?
I am, but without John, he's staying home and dog sitting.
Bless him. Well, you go, let your hair down, and enjoy that wine. And we'll be catching up with you shortly up in Yorkshire, and completing on another in Yorkshire with you, where you'll be visiting that one as well next week. So, Lisa, I'm actually proud to have you on board, and you're going to be a star within the Take Me group. I can see it already, and possibly taking over from my job in a couple of years' time.
Great stuff.
Thank you very much.